Hey, what's up everybody? In today's video, I am going to show you how to bypass iOS 12.4.7 in Windows if you do not have a Mac PC. In this tutorial, I am going to use the iPad Mini 2 on iOS 12.4.7. And before we begin, I need you to download these three files. First one is the Balena Etcher, second is the Boot Train 10.2, and the SLIVER tool 4.4. So once you have those files ready, we can begin. First is you will need to mount the boot train image in the USB flash drive. You will need at least 8 GB of storage for this flash drive. So let me demonstrate that to you now and open Balena Etcher. It's opening two applications, so I'm just going to close the first one. So first is you need to select the boot image. So we're going to go to our desktop and select boot train image that we just downloaded. Next is we're going to select the target. So the target would be the flash drive, so make sure to select the correct one. Otherwise you could erroneously flash your hard drive. So final step is to click the flash button, so it's going to flash and perform while we wait. So while you do that, I'm going to show you my iPad Mini 2, which is currently in activation lock. So you can see here in the screen below, my iPad is currently under the activation lock.
Look at those palm trees, damn!
Seems like our Balena Etcher has finished flashing, so now we are ready to run our boot train in the boot menu. So we're gonna have to turn off our PC. So we're just shutting down our PC and we're going to start it up again to enter the boot menu. So once we see our PC booting up, we have to press F9 because that's the boot menu key for my motherboard, and it actually varies depending on your motherboard. So let's do that right now. And then here we are on the boot menu setup, and we have the options here to select which bootable image to open. So you can see here different options to boot. So I'm just going to select UA, FI, USB flash drive, PMAP. So that's where our boot train image is. So now we're just presented with a boot train interface. We'll just move the screen up. We have 4 options here, so I'm just going to select the first one, but any of this would actually just work fine. And just hit enter and wait for a few seconds for the setup to run. Your screen may turn black, but it's going to run this bunch of codes and wait for it to finish, and you should see this screen. And once you're in that screen, you're just going to have to type in the instructions here. It says username is root or anon, A-N-O-N, so you can use either. And the password should be void Linux. Let me type that there. Oops, I typed the password first. So let me redo that. So login would be root, password would be void Linux. So there you go. It says you've successfully logged in. So next thing that we're gonna type is sudo checkring. There you go. And just hit enter. And it should launch the boot train GUI. So you can see here that you have the GUI ready. You just have to connect your iPad, so let's do that right now. So here we are, I've already connected it, and wait for it to detect. There you go, it's already detecting. It's an iPad Mini 2. As you can see, it's an iOS 12.4.7. So we're gonna point the cursor on the start, the middle one, beside quit, and hit enter. The phone is going to place itself into recovery mode. There you go. It's placing the device in recovery. And right after this, we're going to prepare to place the device in DFU mode. There you go. So we're just going to click start and press the home and power all together. and then release the power button while still holding the home button. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're on DFU. So let it do its thing and complete the process. It should be running some codes and then booting up. In my case, guys, I encountered this error, -77. So it seems like in some of the reviews I've saw, it's just fine to have that. You can just actually ignore that and then proceed with a bypass. So long as you've completed the process and the device booted up, and you should be good to go. You can see here we are back on the menu screen, and we are actually still on the activation process. So you can see that we're on the activation setup and the device is still locked with an iCloud ID. So let's head over back to our Windows operating system and perform the bypass with the SLIVER tool. And now we are back on our Windows PC, and we already downloaded the SLIVER tool zipped file, so we're just going to unpack or unzip this and put it on our desktop.
Look at those palm trees dance.
So it's now unzipping. So there you go. We can see here the SLIVER tool files, and click this one that says iOS 12.4.7 bypass. See here the nice but simple GUI that says bypass iOS 12.4.7. We're just gonna have to click that one and allow a couple of seconds for it to do its thing. So we're just waiting for it to work in the background, and over here I have my iPad still on the activation setup. And there you go, it says your device should be activated with success, and we should just click the next button and we should be going straight into the menu. So there you go, guys. After the activation setup, we've passed it, and then we're going to have to click next until we head over to the menu screen. So let's just hit next until we complete the process.
Trees dance.
For now, this is going to be a tether jailbreak, so meaning if you turn it off, you're going to have to do the procedure again. But hey, it's free, right? Here, guys, I'm going to show you that I am on iOS 12.4.7 iPad mini 2, as you can see here in the settings. And there you go, guys, we've successfully jailbroken the iOS 12.4.7. I hope this tutorial helps. Stay at home if you can. Stay safe, everybody, and see you on the next video.